Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Pray, follow me. Is this way?
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
I can destroy that, if need be. I will gladly be of aid, Arisen.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb.
Master, I believe I could be of aid here. Might I be of assistance? Water is nigh invisible in this gloom.
It was a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now, I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to the rest of this mess. You need not trouble yourself further.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. Ah, but mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisen, aye? Could we trouble you to aid us in our hour of need? Please, sir, do something, anything about the saurians infesting our village.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
We ought to proceed with caution. Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person.
Shall we report our results?
Is the deed done, good Arisen? Oh, thank you. Thank you. We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to the other villagers. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit us, won't you? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as ours, we'll do our utmost to see the village restored.
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
Right you are. We're to see this letter to Sir Leonard and Melv. Shall we board the ox cart as directed, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me. I shall take you to the one you... see. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Look as long as you please.
My wares?
Risen, you've grown. Evens.
Fair travels, Arisen. I shall remember you always.
Oh, you're back. And not a day too soon.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability. Hail, Arisen. 'Tis plain you've been training diligently in my absence. I'm well glad to be traveling by your side again. I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I fear your party will be diminished for my absence.
Arisen, I should have expected you may yet linger here. I'm well glad to be traveling by your side again.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Can that really be true? I don't like the sound of it at all. While we're here, shall we take care of that other task we were entrusted with as well?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Can't bring myself to do much at this age.
Ah, Sir Arisen. I've been meaning to speak with you. Did you, perchance, pay a visit to the House of the Blue Sunbright? I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Nothing ever seems to happen round here. Amazing!
Ah,
I should tell you. Lubomir has passed. We did all we could, but we could not save him. Never before have I so fully grasped my own powerlessness. Would that I had been able to do more for him. What teachings might salve the people's woes?
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this, but the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister. Afeared of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. But alas, 'twould seem it was not to be.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Rejoice, my darling, for your Albert is returned.
Welcome home, dear.
I spend my days spinning yarns, only to come home to a wife for whose radiance I have no words. If there is a more fortunate fool in the city, I have yet to meet him.
Oh, you bold-faced flatterer.
This might be worth a read.
Well met. This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Well, I ne'er. Well met. I appreciate that. Interested in my wares?
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
I sleep on my woes. Best be heading home.
What's this all about?
Wish I'd been born a nobleman's son.
Life's been pretty kind.
Ain't gonna make any coin here.
I've a book I ought to be getting.
We could...
The hour's grown late. Hilda's going to have my hide.
I end up feeling weird. The aches. The day of the only just begun.
I'm going to go exploring.
I ought to have enough for making some spices of late.
I have worked hard today.
I think I've earned a rest.
Time to be heading home.
Oh, tell me I haven't got any fleas.
If I could, never be.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
What's got you in such a good mood? I can't wait to see what we're going to
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for...
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. Well, that's just grand. Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. How extraordinary. Time wears all.
Here you are, Master. I hope you like it.
Greetings, Your Majesty. You will want to hear this. 'Tis information of great import. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Excellent work, Master. We have fulfilled our duty to satisfaction.
Indeed.
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Disa's schemes run deep. To think, Disa's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Disa is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Disa's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
I know not what to make of this.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for Your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding!
We have done what we set out to do, and that is well enough.
It is vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain, yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deesa's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Pleasant spot to while away an afternoon. What do you think? Does this suit me? You're wrong. What should I do?
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Such quietude is a blessing.
You feeling generous, sir? Want to lend a hand? Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? to tell me that Albert has been playing the part of a beggar? That man who would sooner starve to death than lift a finger in the pursuit of honest labor? If this is a jest, it is in very poor taste. All the same, I shall test the truth of your accusation, and who better to make it plain for us than Albert himself? I will place these clothes somewhere about the house. If he has aught to hide, his reaction when he finds them will doubtless be very telling. You may visit us again in a few days' time. Fear not. I have no intention of causing a fuss.
Nice place.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.